Peace and blessings and namaste to all light warriors, workers, and everything in between. It is I, Sophie, today, and I wasn't going to do a video at all. I'm recuperating from last night. Met up with some friends that I've known 15 and 20 years ago, and let's just say I'm too old. So everything was just like, ow. So I was taking the time to rest and realized that I had the downloads, the clairsentience, and I couldn't rest. So I'm here to give you that information, and I am going to warn you, it is a trigger, and it's also a rut row, okay? I guess I'm past the point of caring about it. I just have to give the message when it comes. I'm going to start off like this, because many of you are going to relate to this. 7 years ago, I ran into a YouTube channel of a person that I thought was a highly, highly enlightened being. And I followed this person for 7 years before I went to Tennessee, and then when I came back to North Carolina. And I looked up to this person. And I hung on every word this person said until I started awakening myself. And when I started awakening myself and discovering self, I realized something. This person kept repeating every 3 or 4 months the same information over and over again. There was never any new revelation. It was always the same propaganda of and millions are waking up all around the world type of thing. But they've been waking up for 7 years. This person always kept talking about, what was happening, but again, for 7 years. And I started to think to myself, why doesn't this person have any new revelation, no new vision, no new anything? Until I realized that this person is not really awake. I've tried to reach out to this person before. This person didn't reach out to me back. Actually looked at my YouTube channel and became afraid. I don't know. But here's the message that you need to know. Some of you are stuck in very stagnant energy, and you're in a very dangerous position. You don't recognize this as being dangerous because you're sitting around waiting for something to happen instead of moving and making it happen. And not only that, but you're hanging on the words of these idols that are out here instead of discovering yourself. If there is no new revelation that is coming through, then the energy is stagnant. Here's the problem. I'm not saying that there's not going to be a cataclysmic event. I'm not saying that something miraculous may not happen. I'm not saying that, there may not be a solar flare or whatever it is that we're all waiting on. But what I'm saying is, if you're in stagnant energy, are you going to be ready when it does occur? Stagnant energy is death to you. Waiting on something to happen to fix all of your problems is spiritual death to you. If you are awakened, and by the time you're receiving this message, if you have been through your great awakening, you should be able to communicate with the divine. You should be able to receive revelations that is already pertinent to your own journey. You shouldn't have to keep going from this person and that person and this person and that person to tell you about yourself. You should know yourself. That's the number one thing in awakening. You're all over the place because you haven't discovered yourself, and your life is wrapped up in somebody else. Now, you can say, I serve the Creator. You can say, I serve God. But do you really? What is consuming your thoughts all day long? You have made a God and don't even realize it because you're still under a delusion. If you're too busy worried about somebody else leading you, it's impossible for you to lead yourself. Truth is never popular. You need to remember that, especially to you divine feminines. The virtuous woman, who can find her? Wisdom don't seek to find people. People find wisdom. Let that sink in. If people have disconnected you from their life, okay? If certain things were removed from your life, it's probably because they weren't meant to be a service to you anyway. Do you understand? So stop sitting around trying to prove yourself to other people so that you can be accepted. You're operating backwards. The only person you should be trying to improve yourself for is you and the Creator. There was a beautiful, beautiful sister that sent me an email the other day, and she said, we need to support each other. You know, we need to subscribe to each other's channels and push each other's channels and things of that nature. And I'm here to tell you, sister, I have subscribed to your channel and I am supporting your channel, but I did not build my platform that way. I didn't. I built my platform for a certain group of people to find me. The reason why is because you are wisdom. Do you understand, divine feminines? It is more important for you to have the right team than the thousands and thousands of people watching you and becoming sheep. The last thing you want is dependency. See, I speak this way, okay? But I'm here to challenge you to think, not to think for you. So whether or not you agree with what I say or disagree with what I say, it doesn't matter because it's causing you to think either way. So it's a win-win situation. That's higher knowledge. So we don't get mad when someone disagrees. They had to think about something to even come up with that disagreement. And maybe that truth is a truth in their reality, but might not be applicable to you. This is why you must know thyself. We're not here to pull people to us. We're here existing. They will naturally gravitate. Blessed are you when people mock you, scorn you, lie on you, sabotage you. Do you understand? Enemies don't attack people that they already have in their pockets. You're already on the team. Sure. Enemies attack people that are threats. Do you understand? You're not here to impress or to get people to like you. Actually, it's the opposite. The more people come up against you, the more you know you're doing your job. Understand me when I'm saying this to you. The stagnant energy that you are currently in that's not causing you to grow, not causing you to do anything creative, expand, or innovative, or anything like that. You're stuck in the wrong timeline. I can't be there with you. Because if you're constantly waiting around for an event or something to occur, then you're not manifesting. You're not part of the solution. If you're sitting around waiting, you're still part of the problem. Your reality should be mirroring that which you have manifested because you did so in righteousness. You learned your lessons, okay? You're not concerned about the material world. You're not concerned about people liking you. You're not concerned about people pushing you away. Why would you be? It might be for your own protection. Did you even think about that? while you're sitting around trying to get somebody else's approval and not doing anything with your own life. That's death. You're the walking dead and don't even realize it. If anything that you should be getting out of the transmissions that I set out, it should be pick yourself up, get out of the pity parties, and do what it is that you were called to do. And don't give a damn about what others think about you. You need to be manifesting right now. You need to be learning your lessons right now and not being consumed with your human gods. You can lie to yourself all you want, but you're worshiping people. You are. If you have to go around to people to have them tell you who you are, you don't know who you are. Here's something else. You better be careful going around to people and having people tell you that somebody sent a curse to you or you're cursed and this, that, and the third. And, they can help you break this curse with a certain amount of money. I'm not saying that that can't happen. I'm not saying that people don't have curses on them. What I am saying to you that is, if you are cursed, you're not divine. And if you are divine, you can't be cursed. Does not the Creator protect his own? And just because you're going through minor setbacks, certain things have been taken away from you, certain positions have been taken away from you, that does not mean you're cursed. Get out of that stinking thinking. It means whatever it was that you were doing is no longer of service to you. They had to be removed so that you can grow and expand. But I'll tell you this. If you keep on saying and going to all of these people that are charging you money to remove a curse, you did curse yourself. Now you've received it. Congratulations. You can't curse divinity. Oh, you can prolong something. You can put obstacles in the way, but you can't stop it. And the more people try to stop you, the worse it becomes on them. Stop receiving what everybody tells you. You need to know the Creator for yourself, the Creatrix for yourself. You need to have the ability to hear, and not through the mouths of everybody else. Yes, there's going to be prophets with prophetic gifts. Yes, there are going to be psychics and clairvoyants that can tell you some beautiful things. But I told you before, the revelation that you receive from these people are going to be according to the dimension and vibration that they are on. So some things are going to be hidden from even them about you, especially if you're vibrating higher. They're not going to know. Do you understand? People can only see, express, and speak according to their own levels of understanding. Some things you have to know for yourself. If you're in the energy of having to be seen, acknowledged, or chosen, you're working backwards. You have to die and be reborn. I died. I'm not the same. And for those of you who know me, you know that this is true. I'm not. And because of this, I am here to simply encourage you to do what you are called to do. I don't teach students. I teach teachers, leaders, innovators. Do you understand? I'm here to promote you. I'm not here for you to sit up under me. But if you have not discovered yourself, your gifts, your talents, if you can't tap in, if you don't know how you're growing because your mind is consumed on somebody else, you're going to be stuck there. And when the great event happens that everybody's looking up to, are you even going to be ready? You might be surprised that you're left behind because you are dead spiritually. Looking for others' approvals, looking for others to lead you, looking for others to tell you about yourself. Babies, there's a power that can grow inside of you that is so transformative that once you receive that power, you will understand that those things don't matter. If they're still mattering to you, you're not clean. And you're lying to yourself. I told you before, I'm here to resurrect the dead. That's spiritual dead. That's you connecting to source. That's you discovering who your higher self is. That is you looking at the world for exactly what it is. Because once I died and became reborn, the way that I see the world is completely different. I'm no longer looking up to people that are recycling things. It's no expansion. I'm no longer looking up to women telling me how my days should go. I'm no longer looking for outside influence to tell me who I am on the inside. You should know it. If you don't know it, now's the time to spend discovering that. You can't discover it if you're sucked up in other people's BS. The day that you awaken, truly and honestly, you will no longer have the desire to people please. I promise you this. You won't. You will no longer feel rejected when others don't talk to you or move you out your life. You know what you're going to say instead? Thank you. Because chances are, people that ostracize you, push you away from them, target you, they're not growing with you. They were a hidden enemy. Do you understand? Hidden enemies have to be exposed because they stagnate your growth, your evolutionary journey. Let them walk away from you. Let them ostracize you. Let them talk about you. Let them lie on your name and your character. Let them slander you. Seek no retaliation. Sit back and watch. Divine feminines, wisdom is sought after. We don't seek people. Remember that. It is a blessing when those who are looking for her find you. It is a curse when you go out trying to recruit others. You're going to find that they become a distraction to you. Confusion to you. Chaos. Yeah. Love thyself. Love Creator. Know thyself. Know the Creator. Get out of this dependency. Get out of this stagnant energy and do something. And if you still haven't figured out that, now it's time to go into hermit mode. Cut everyone and everything off for a season and spend time with self. and the Creator. Die if you have to, spiritually. You're not here. I don't care what prophet or teacher or clairvoyant or mystic tells you. You're not here to serve somebody else. You're here serving humanity. You're here serving Creator. You've made the contract. So why is your attention stuck on somebody else? How are you helping humanity? How are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? Somebody told me that if women operated in their logic, that they would become polarized in the masculine principle. That's what you were taught. That is not the reality. Androgynous beings, the Ein Sof is both masculine and feminine. We can balance these things out and know when to be logical, when to be creative. That's what is necessary. Do you understand? When you really awaken, nobody can tell you who you are, what you're supposed to be doing. Nobody. Because it's between you and the Creator. And I told you, everybody's not going to vibrate on the same level as you. So it's some things that are going to be hidden from them that you alone will know. And you have to trust yourself. That's all I have to say today. Divine Feminines. If you're operating as a divine feminine, if you are a wisdom, they'll come. They'll find you. Stand in your power. Do what you were called to do. And stop worrying about what others think about you. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. I am Sophie. I love you all.